Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is your host Mellow, and for today's video we are going to be doing an unboxing of a very special lens that just came in the mail today. That is going to be the SIRUI 35mm Anamorphic lens. You don't want to miss out on that. We're going to take a close look on this lens, do an unboxing, get my input on it, and at the end of the video I'll definitely make sure to have some test footage for you this time around, so stay tuned. So I already know what you're thinking. I butchered the name. For the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna call the lens SIRUI. To me, that U is gonna be silent. I know this is probably an ongoing gag because every video that I've seen prior to my own, everyone always, they cannot pronounce that name for whatever reason. So I'm gonna just call it SIRUI. Without getting any further, why don't we just immediately hop into that unboxing, and following that we'll go ahead and get my input on the lens and take a deeper look on it. So I have to say, right off the bat, you're gonna notice this packaging is just pretty premium. It's the presentation, even prior to opening it, it's like something you would get when you're getting a brand new cell phone. It's sleek, I like it, but all good things must come to an end, and we're gonna go ahead and open this guy up carefully, of course. Now let's see. Yeah, basically I picked this lens up because it's gonna be probably my primary lens when I start doing like short films and things like that. And as you'll see in the test footage too, the field of view that it gives you, it's just something that you would see typically in like a Hollywood film. Like, it looks awesome. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Accessories. Oh, it's already giving me problems. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop that open. Looks like they go ahead and give you like a little pouch if you want to, you know, keep it. Ooh, the material on this actually feels really nice. A little pouch if you want to travel with it. It looks like we got our focus rings as well. If you get like a little focus, like automatic, like focusing. I forget the term escapes me right now, but this basically mounts onto your lenses, and then you have the little gizmo gadget, like pulling your focus, pulling your view. Let's go ahead and then some pamphlets and stuff. We'll go ahead and move that to the side over here. Keep that in the field of focus. And this is what we're ideally looking for right over here. Wow, this thing actually has a lot of weight to it. It's not heavy, but compared to some of the other like lenses that I've owned, I think this comes close to like the weight of like an L glass from Canon's EF series way back when. I like how it's like in a little little candy wrapper. It's like a treat, like for us cinematographers, photographers that might even potentially use an anamorphic lens. Like, I'm telling you, the presentation, like, I've opened up Canon, Rokinon, Tamron, like no one comes close to like the packaging that these guys are offering you right over here. Let's go ahead and did you hear that? I don't know if you heard that, but the air literally escaped the lens. It was like, ooh. Let's throw that to the side and look at that. Wow. They did not skip out on the quality, people. Like, this feels solid. Like, I hate to use the word solid to describe it, but it's built like a tank. It's like robust. Oh, it's smooth. Like, it's not giving you a lot of what's the term that I'm looking for? A lot of resistance. It seems like the focus is a lot more smoother, and then when it comes to the aperture, the aperture does have a little bit more resistance to it. As you'll notice, it's declicked, so you're not gonna have to worry about the clicks that you get every time you're moving like the aperture, allowing you to basically kind of adjust the aperture on the fly if you desired. But yeah, that was the unboxing, and let's get back to the main video. Ladies and gentlemen, I just realized something. When I went to go ahead and mount this camera onto my Sony body, I forgot that it's natively a micro 4/3 mount. It wasn't gonna just go onto my camera, but I did come prepared. That's why I ordered this. And if you do have a Sony camera and you plan on using this lens, I do recommend you do the same. You gotta get that ring adapter. So why don't we take a quick commercial break? Let's go ahead and install this, and I'll be right back for you all. Well, that's reassuring to see. So take a look at this. This is a little new to me, but when I mounted the E-mount, it mounted right on top of that micro 4/3 mount. Like, look how cool that looks. I might be a noob to like the whole doing it yourself, but when I finished it, man, did I feel accomplished. So just a quick FYI, I'm not one of those tech cinematographer YouTubers that do a full-on, product review, run it through all these sorts of tests. I'm just a fan of cinematography. I love filmmaking. Dare to say I wouldn't even consider myself a true filmmaker, but I'm getting there. This is just for the purpose of my channel. And it almost sounds very cliche to say, but SIRUI did not send me this lens. This is not a sponsored video to be like, oh, hey guys, like, talk about my product, say something positive. No, I paid my own money to get this for the purpose of using it as a tool for my filmmaking needs. Just wanted to put that out there so you know kind of where I stand, and we can go ahead and resume the video. Now, when this lens first came out, this was making a name for itself. For what it offered, what it gave you, and an affordable price range, this was really beating a lot of the competition, because when you would want to get an anamorphic lens, you ideally were looking at about the $2,000 to $3,000 price range just to get a single lens. With something like this, they're kind of really bridging the gap to getting you quality products at an affordable price range. So that's what really drew me to this lens, was its value. Not only that, especially on APS-C sensors, trying to achieve a wider format is always ideal, at least in my opinion, when I want to go out and start shooting films, short films, YouTube videos. I was looking for something that was going to give me a bit more cinematic look, if you will. Now, just to show you what I mean by an anamorphic lens, I'm gonna go ahead and mount this onto my current body that's recording us now, just so you can see a very quick example of what the aspect ratio will look like in comparison to something like this. And now you'll see with the SIRUI lens, we get a very wide, almost stretched aspect ratio. We're capturing a lot more information on the left and right hand side of us. So that's going to be really cool when it comes to shooting short films, trying to capture anything that is rendered cinematic. It's interesting because the SIRUI lens is a 35mm. They have it in the 24mm and even a 50mm. For my needs, I went with 35mm. And compared to the lens that I was previously filming on, the widest I could go to was a 24mm, and you see on an APS-C sensor, it was pretty squeezed in to what you were seeing maybe not even a couple seconds ago. But me just sitting at my chair showing you the lens isn't quite doing justice to its capabilities. Why don't we take the SIRUI lens and go ahead and do a small short film using only the 35mm of this anamorphic lens. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do some wide shots, close-ups, medium shots, just a nice variety to see if we find any type of limitations, or hey, you can go ahead and use this entire lens for your next film. Hope you enjoy.
Kill them. Kill Can I help you?
Need a place to stay, me and a couple friends.
That's great, pal, but what does that have to do with me?
I heard you were good with that sort of thing.
I don't have a whole lot of time, so why don't you just go ahead and tell me what it is that you need? What are you here for?
Sure you can't spare at least rooms for 5?
So you're the crazy motherfucker that wants that list, huh?
So, about the payment.
Don't worry about it. This one's on me. You know, one of the guys you're going after, you know him, but I know him a little bit better. See Miguel. You know, when we were kids, we used to play water balloons, and I used to get them right about there. And I'd like to think that's how I want to remember them.
The victims, whose name has yet to be released by authorities, contributes to the total number of deaths this week to 5. We have yet to report if there is any type of motives for the killing. Coming just in, we have a reliable source that tells us the description of the suspect. The individual in question is said to have a long beard and to be extremely fit. He is armed. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you for watching this video in its entirety. I do hope you enjoyed that short film we put together. I wanted to do something a little different versus just go out, capture a bunch of B-roll and put it together via like montage style. Give me a month or so to get hands-on with the lens. I'll come back and definitely give you a lot more better of a review on that product. But for now, this has been Mellow. Thank you for watching the video, and we'll see you for the next one. You all enjoy the rest of your day.